Hi everyone, let's go ahead and get started with the function in a Python. Function is a block of code which runs only once, and if you want to run it multiple times, then you need to just call a function by its name. Then you can pass a parameter in a function, and whatever the desired value, either it can print those values inside a function itself, or you can return those values from a function. So the definition of the function is something like this. You can write here define and then your function. Then you can also pass here the parameters. Then you need to put here a colon and then hit the enter. There is additional tab there, and then you can perform your statement. You can write there, write your statements. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and print these parameters as well here. Let's go ahead and run this. I say here your function, and inside that I pass a parameter. The name is here. I'm just gonna say there your parameter. Let's go ahead and run this and then see what happens there. So this function runs only once. Write your statements, and then the parameter, whatever the parameter I pass, those will be printed there. Even though I can pass any parameters there, that will be printed there. All right, any parameters. You can pass the numbers here, dictionary here, whatever you want to, the pass here. You can pass this. You can pass the list here. All right, any parameters you can pass in a function. You can pass here a dictionary as well. All right, so that's the advantage of having a function. So function you need to define only once, and then you can call this function as many as times you want. Only you need to pass there a desired parameters, and then you can pre-process or post-process your values, whatever you get from the function. Let's go ahead and try to write a proper function where we want to add two numbers. All right, so I do here define add two numbers. There I pass here a and b. So this parameter I'm passing. Then based on these parameter values, I'm gonna write here c equal to a plus b. And then I say there print a equal to, I'm just gonna use here string format method, and b equal to dot format, where I'm just gonna pass here a and b. So it says that a equal to this, b equal to this, then what will be the c equal to? All right, so here I'm gonna just say there c equal to a plus b. All right, where again it says that the value of the c which we got here. All right, so string formatting we had already seen in our string lecture. If you want to insert any values, you can use these curly braces to insert your string or insert any values inside a string itself. That is known as a string format. All right, let's go ahead and run this. Thereafter, I'm just gonna call this function by writing its name, add two number. Then I say here 10 and 12. Let's go ahead and run this. It says that a is 10, b is 12. Then we are doing c equal to a plus b. The result of a plus b is 22. That's how you can do this. But suppose that if you don't know how many parameters are passed there, suppose that you want to add all the numbers, whatever the parameters are passed there, then how do you do that? The method of doing that, you need to put there one asterisk there. All right, let me show you that. Add numbers. Let's go ahead and define your function, add numbers. Then I say there params. Inside this params, I'm just going to put here one single star there. So single star says that the number of parameters are not known in advance, but in fact it will it will take any number of parameters you pass. If it is a single star, then you can access the parameter by their index. Suppose that if you just print these params, then see what happens here. All right, add numbers. There I say 1, 2 and 3. Let's go ahead and run this. Do you see there this params has got like 1, 2, 3. All right, so whatever the number I passed there, this param is something like that. So this has become now a tuple. If there is just a single asterisk there, then that becomes a tuple. All right, so you can say there sum of these. All right, so you need to put here a curly braces, and then you can do here format. All right, so the sum of these equal to, then again I'm just gonna put here the curly braces, then I'm just gonna do here a format, then I'm just gonna do a sum of all the value whatever present inside this param, something like that. So the sum of these values is 6 there. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and see if you don't want these values in the form of these tuples, you can get these values in the form of list as well. In the form of dictionary as well. Suppose that, but you need to put there double star there, then you put their params. All right, let's go ahead and run this and then see what happens. It says that add numbers takes 0 positional argument, but 3 were given. So what happens here, since we have applied here a double star, so this doesn't work like this. You need to provide here a parameter name. So I say A equal to 1, and then B equal to 2, and then C equal to 3. So this will work there. Now you see this parameter got converted into a dictionary, and this dictionary is being printed here by this statement. Now the values of this dictionary you can add. So there are many methods. Either you can use a for loop, or you can simply do something like this: sum of params dot values. So it will automatically get all these values, and then it will perform the summation of these values. You just run this, then you will see there the 6 value. The another method to do that, you can iterate over this dictionary using a for loop, something like this. Let's say you have a sum equal to 0, then for x in params. All right, so I'm just gonna iterate over a dictionary with a for loop. Then it will iterate over each of these key there. All right, so this x is a key. To get the value, I need to get the params and then with the key. All right, so I say their sum is equal to sum plus params and then the key value there, something like that. And then finally I do here print sum is something like this. Let's go ahead and run this, then see what happens. It says that there is the error. So this sum referenced before the assignment. All right, so seems like this is not signed yet. All right, so here it is wrong. I need to give it something, give its name to something else. Let's say A, C equal to 0. Then I see there C and C, something like this. Let's go ahead and run this. All right, so it says that here, sorry. Now it says that here a sum is 6. So 1 plus 2 is the 3, and 3 plus 3 is a 6 there. So these are the methods to sum these values, and we have also seen a method how you can iterate over a dictionary using a for loop. Let's go ahead and see if you want to return a value from the parameter, from the definition of the function, then how would you do that? You can simply write here return. All right, so return C, that is the value of sum, then it will return these numbers instead of just printing here, it will also return these numbers here. Just go ahead and run this. Now you see there in the output you are getting a 6 because this function is returning these value. If you assign there C equal to something like that, and then you can access that variable C is here, the value of C is 6 there. In fact, you can also return here any type of the data there, any data types. Let's go ahead and try to return this in the form of the dictionary. That you can do something like this. Sum of params. All right, this is the dictionary. I'm just going to see there. Let's go ahead and run this. So this return is stored here in the C. I need to run this. This says that this whole dictionary just got returned there. The value of C got replaced, whatever the sum was there, that is the 6 there. So that's how you can also return a value from a function as well. Alright, this is all about in this lecture. Thanks a lot for watching this. I'll see you next one.